specially arranged CIA timing. Dear Nazi bioterrorists, murderous assassins. Ugh. You cooked my brain out. I wouldn't have an answer for it anyway. Like, you guys are evil, cruel, malicious people. I got no answer for it. The Nazi bioterrorists are here to gang stalk me. I'm a Compton roll on them. Oh yeah. Oh, there's got to be something better than sipping on gin juice. Lay back. With my mind lobotomied by electro-Nazi bioterrorists. I don't know. It's not my fault. Nazi bioterrorists run the planet. I'm sick of feeling responsible for not being able to stop them, but there they are. NATO Freemasons, bioterrorist Nazis poisoning 9,000 babies a day. Poisoning the sky, food, water, and medicine on purpose, knowingly, to cook our brains on purpose, to make us easily agitated, make us fight for Ra or whatever it is, I don't know. Evil, evil spiritual forces. Can't get a handle on it. Well, there they are. I guess they're just crazy people. I've become a crazy person myself. I used to be the kindest, friendliest person you'd ever meet. Now I'm a psychopath with demons in my brain. From their mind control torture. Again, I say demons, I have no point of reference. Whatever ill, grave spiritual forces rooting around my brain. Your government is Nazis. When they came for me, they told me I was King David, St. Francis, Simon, Peter, Daniel. That's what they told me. But I only pray you can't be serious, God. This can't be real. I bet I prayed that way in my other lives. All it takes to stop the Nazis and the CIA is to be like, hey, CIA Nazis, please stop poisoning our babies. And they'll say, the people who poison your baby are down the hallway to the left. This is the CIA offices. We only assassinate whistleblowers and gang stalk torture people. And you go to the baby torture department, the baby poison department, and you say, hey, baby poisoners, please stop bioweapon attacking the planet with COVID. And then they say, we only poison babies in this room. The bioterrorism global planet attack department is down the hallway. It's 5 floors down. You gotta go make a left and then at the end of the hallway. And you go to the 5 floors down the left and then the hallway, and you go to the global bioterrorism attack department. And the global bioterrorism attack department says, how can we help you? We have trillions of tax dollars. And you say, please stop bioweapon attacking the planet and waging false flag wars. And they say, oh, we're only in charge of bioweapon attacking the planet. We're not waging the false flag wars. We use the media to hype that up, and they're everywhere. Except for at the scene of any real crime or any real news, because they fake all news. We only bioweapon attack the planet to mask 5G EMS poisoning so we can rape your brains with 5G mind control. And you go to the media and you say, please stop. I say, oh, the peasants do not understand. Oh, we will torture your brain more and you will understand. I said, no, I cannot understand it. I do not understand it. You're saying you're the sophisticated people and the good, honest people are scum and you need to buy a weapon, attack them, and fake news. And I don't believe you. I don't believe in stuff like this. And all that goes on. All that goes on. Nazi bioterrorist torture chamber. That is my life. Crazy but true. My whole life I watched all the unfairness. I said, that's unfair. Oh, that's not right. Oh, you're supposed to share. Oh, I was a happy atheist. I was like, oh, this is wrong. Oh, that's wrong. And the Nazis came for me and they sang the songs. Oh, it's year 17 of mind control torture. I can't believe this is real life. Oh well. In the CIA torture chamber, where the assassins cannot reach out to 6 Lydia Street, Valley Stream, New York, area code 11580. My name, Philip Jermakian. I've known that since I was 4 years old. I was a latchkey kid. They can't find my house. I don't know what to do with them. I can't believe they just do it every day. Every day they'll fake more news. Every day they do more bioterrorism. Every day they and I can't figure out who God is to pray to. Also, Jesus, are you really God? Yahweh, are you really God? Are you guys fighting? Is that what's going on? Well, you got wars by proxy with people. How come you out over here fighting yourselves? Shouldn't you guys talk it out? But the Nazis are here, cooking my brain, taunting me every day, taunting me with their car ramming, taunting me with their mind control torture, taunting me with their, we know you got a big crush on that girl. Here's her name at the top of your feed. Also, all of God's law, I shall not covet, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, it's probably, I take it too seriously. I should just let them finish raping me and kill me. See what happens next. I got no hands for it. I can't stop it. It's amazing that people don't care. I mean, it's not that amazing. Like, it's not affecting you heavily. That just killed your grandmother and poisoned your baby. Took your tax dollars and used it to run a pedophile sex cult. Ran war for profit and oil and said, hey, glory hallelujah, glory hallelujah. Makes no sense to me. It's too much for me. For my part, in my prayer life, I'm like, the demons are gonna swallow me whole. Okay, I've prayed too much. I'm tired. What are you gonna do? Dear murderous assassins, I'm still here over at 6 Lydia Street. Their spiritual forces are like, checkmate, checkmate. And I'm like, alright. I ain't got no brain left. I ain't got no fight in me here. Too tired. They're too big. It's too many Nazis, and they don't show up at my front door like I expect them to every day. And it feels like cheating that they're not killing me and they're killing other people. Like, it's like, what the hell goes on here? But they're very brave men when it's innocent Iraqi kids with AK-47s and they've got jets and tanks and bombs and guns. They're less brave when it's, oh, you are King Deo, they're St. Francis, we're gonna kill you. Okay. It's about 10 o'clock now. I'm waiting for you guys to come kill me. I don't know what to do with any of it. Crazy. Oh, I guess life just goes on. The thing I hate with the religious stuff, and you see plenty of preachers and rabbis and oh, it must be true, and I'm gonna say this, and then you start like making up in your head. Okay, so don't worry, I'm just gonna start making stuff up in my head, and someone might believe I have any idea what I'm talking about, aside from the secular things, aside from our terrorists waging false flag wars. I remember when I knew it was bad, like that sort of thing was bad or evil or wrong. I remember, but now it cooked my brain out. So it's hard to know it's wrong, you know. Like you know something's wrong, but it's hard after they cook your brain out. Like, oh, maybe. That's why they poison sky, food, water, medicine with neurotoxins. That's why they poison babies with neurotoxins. Hey, you guys are all cheating. That's wrong. Are you sure? No, I'm not very sure of anything. My brain doesn't work so good. Are you sure it's not right to hurt people? I'm not so sure. Well, remember, my brain kind of hurts a lot, and I want to hurt somebody because my brain hurts a lot. Anyway. Life in the CIA Nazi mind control torture chamber. They're still parked at CIA safe house. They don't appreciate my slow roll. I had nothing. I literally got nothing. Feels like the abyss is about to swallow me whole. It's terrifying. And it actively moves through my brain. I hope it's a lie, because demon things sneaking through my brain. But there goes the audacity of the free labeling. You guys would have to write me an email and be like, Dear Phil, the CIA is only in charge of assassinating whistleblowers and overthrowing governments. It's actually the Freemasons who poison the babies. I really don't know. Well, this is my new special neighbors. Is that more new special neighbors? How you doing? Hey. I bet she doesn't know who her husband works for. Again, I don't know what they're moving in, moving out there, but I was complaining they're making my 3v3 video games into 5v1 video games. I'll walk by, and I hate it. Like, it's a perfect attack. Like, they love to stamp shit with their shit. Or 3-3. I don't know what it means, but I assume it's the year Jesus died. It's when people do stick figures with numbers and you have 69. 3-3 might mean something. Ha ha ha. But yeah, so I walked by his house at 1 a.m. enjoying the 5v1. And then we almost got into a fist fight twice in the street. So I assume they moved him out for calmer gang stalker. And again, that guy, you want to know where your tax dollars go? I assume it was some kind of taunt, but I told my friend, you should get a Tesla truck, or a Tesla. Just made it a joke because he needed a new car. And the next day, they had a brand new Tesla in their driveway. They had one of those cool three-wheeling roadster cars in their driveway. They threw out more furniture than any 15 families moving in and out would have thrown out. That's where your tax dollars go. Your tax dollars go to bioterrorism, 5G AI mind control. I just looked up today, trying to pin down the numbers. In the last 10 years, it's like 70 to 80% of faked, obviously, but because they fake all news, but televised televised police executions of black men happen right in time for the election cycle, right when people are like, what's going on in the world? Let's have a debate. Right then, police officer executes black man right on live on camera. 70 to 80% of them during that period, and then around 20% of them during midterm election time when people are discussing which congressperson should be in charge. So you get a good, honest congressperson. They've got a platform. They like clearly win a popular vote. So like when they rig the election anyway and select their insider, it would be harder to fake. Like that's the evil, the amazing evil schemes they do. Is whatchamacallit, they run their fake news cycle. Oh, we need voter ID. We need voter ID. Like that just means more control, more authoritarianism, more police state. While they're faking the presidential elections, while they're selecting Trump, while they're telling Hillary, we told you Obama's term was your turn, but we realized that would look bad on paper if it said Bush, Clinton, and we pretend we have a democracy. So it wasn't your turn for Obama. You go next time. Oh, Hillary, you don't get to go. Trump's gonna win. Oh, what's that? You're gonna make some waves? Oh, bomb in Chelsea. Hey, Chelsea's mom. There's a bomb in Chelsea. Same thing with Pam Bondi. 2 weeks before she released the Epstein files, which I'm sure are a lot of AI slop. Some truth, but I'm sure it's a lot of AI slop. Endless wag the dog, endless distraction. But being that the Psalms are mine, I read that, I was like, I said that, that's so awful. But being that they're mine, apparently, according to them and their mind control torture, uses are the dogs I refer to. None of them are righteous. Anyway, I take it too seriously, probably. I'll take it personally when they script my brain out. But bomb in Chelsea, massacre in Bondi headlines, and then Erica Kirk becomes the biggest person on the planet, and JonBenet Ramsey appears back in the news. And JonBenet Ramsey has a little dent right on her nose here, and Erica Kirk has a little dent right on her nose here. And one would be 36 years old and one's 38 years old. Like, you can't tell. You'd never be able to tell the difference between a 36-year-old woman and a 38-year-old woman. And all that goes on. They fake all news. Every last news story is faked. Every last one. They faked the tiger attack. Canada got caught blasting wolf noises into a suburban neighborhood because they were practicing psychological warfare. Why do the good guys have psychological warfare? The good guys stand there and they say, that's not right. The good guys don't say, oh, we'll create the impression of, and then once they think it's that way, then we'll tell them to attack those people. And that's what the good, honest people do. That's what the truthful people do. That's all the white hat guys in the cowboy movies. Sometimes they're gritty and wore black hats, and they still do that. So all that goes on. Sunny Gangstalk Torture Land. Again, I don't know why I'm alive. Why I'm kept alive. I worry they want me to spread religious fear or something. If you're doing decent stuff, if you're not killing anybody or raping anybody or robbing anybody, and if you're robbing somebody and you had a bad shaken life, then I wouldn't even put it on you. But and something shows up spiritually and pretends to be God and it's torturing you, it's probably not God. Been my experience with dismissing these evil spiritual forces, but they got a hold of my brain, so I don't know what to do with it. And again, it's I get the acute torture, but I see how it wants to like pose my face, how it wants to mind control me. So I'm sure, just from extrapolation, that our leaders, it just tickles their brainstem. Oh, the peasants don't understand. And they go fully psychotic because some evil's got their mind, got their brainstem. But it never falls back on them because they're evil spiritual forces, so it's just tickling their brain like, oh yeah, you're special, don't worry. Come on back to Epstein Island now. And all that goes on. You guys have got me cornered. This is about as far as I can run. It's a checkmate here. I ain't got no mystical powers. I'm not a leprechaun. You can't grab me and find me gold. The only gold I had was actually from religion, actually from like, oh, you're supposed to be a good person, you're supposed to be considerate, be kind, be compassionate, be helpful. Those are the good things. And there's bad things, and the bad things are very destructive. So I don't know what goes on, but this ill setup, I didn't engineer it, I didn't plan it. Again, with their fake news, they wanted me to believe it, I guess. They're trying to call me the Archangel Michael. And they were saying, Mike and Dave need wedding dates. And I said, oh, it's the duality of man. Hey, Michael, the Lost Boys. I'm like, it's not me, sorry. If I had an angel army, trust me, I wouldn't be fucked like this. But they're trying to put that on me. I wonder if it's a wild card they haven't accounted for. It's a Bible verse they didn't write. I've had bizarre fantasies of what'll happen here. Kind of forced to survive. I thought it would be hysterical if they killed me dead in the street. And they're like, I told you it was Michael and we killed him. And then actual Michael showed up and was doing the Dr. Manhattan Vietnam scene. I mean, it's grim and ill, but forgive my forgive my daydreaming while they torture me. I shouldn't think like that, but there it is. They can twist you and torture you into becoming cruel and vindictive, and to get a little diss in. Now he's like us. I don't know how to be decent people. I don't know how to be honest people. I don't know how to go without so that they're not cheating or share or make it a little fun instead of all grim. One day I got a copyright strike for putting Joseph Carduner music in the background on one of my videos. He was singing psalms, and I was like, "Oh, you're telling me, okay, I got copyright. What the fuck?" But again, this is what they tell me. This is what they've cooked into my brain. This is when the planet came attacking me, when the Freemasons and the whoever they are came attacking me, and all special forces people were watching from the sidelines, and I guess I handled it too confidently and made people think I had an idea what was going on. I was just expecting to die as well. I'll die someday, I suppose. Don't know what happens then. I think that's why they keep me alive, probably. They want to find out what happens when I die, so they're hacking into my brain.
How are you such a free spirit?
Well, you ask a surfer. I made sure I didn't hurt anybody. I made sure I was a good person. I thought for myself. Now I'm like, oh God, what do you think? God, hello. But could be more than one way out. Who knows? Hey, it could be the Jesus people go to Jesus. And the old Jews get splattered against the sidewalk and then pop up in Valley Stream. I don't know. I have no idea. Like, I can only speculate. I have no idea who's in charge here. I would gladly take Athena showing up and being like, young child man, it's not right how they torture you. I shall shield your brain. I said, thank you, Athena. I always thought you were hot. I don't know what goes on here. Aside from bioterrorism, mind control torture, 5G. 5G to cook your brain up. By the way, cigarettes are insanely bad for you. I've tried to quit a million times. It's always something that comes up. Or I make it 24 hours without a cigarette, and then I walk into 7-Eleven for a coffee, and a guy walks out of 7-Eleven right in front of me, lights his cigarette like that, and throws it on the ground in front of me, full cigarette. Or I make it 8 hours without having a cigarette. And a guy who I know doesn't live there, because that's been the fire chief's house since I was a kid. He's parked in front of, and I go for a walk, and he gets out of his car. I just stopped to have a cigar. How you doing? Ugh. Maybe we're cut from slightly different upbringing, but for my part, I'd watch NFL games and be like, oh, don't they know a lot of alcoholics watch the NFL? They shouldn't advertise beer. These guys are like, he's trying to quit cigarettes. All that goes on. Crazy. The only reason it works is because they distract people, because they cook our brains, because they get people to pay no attention, because they get away with it because nobody's watching. This is where God knows I hate the Bible. Maybe he likes me anyway. I don't know. But it says because everything is a joke to you, mere children will be your rulers. I don't think there's anything wrong with making jokes about serious stuff and pointing them out in a kind way, but oh, well, we did a false flag to kill them. Oh, it's so funny. I mean, they're brown, they're scuzzy, we don't like them. It's bizarre when you tell people 9/11 truth and like, they're like, no, that's not true, and then you see the wheels clicking once they realize it might be really a false flag, and they're like, oh. Too bizarre. I mean, I get the same way too. These things are too big to get your head around. But it's a million shitty little slights. Make life suck. I was here in America before 9/11. I was 20, I don't even know, 24 years old, 25 years old for 9/11. The atmosphere in the country was like jovial, was like kind, was friendly. You go to 7-Eleven, there'd be a book of matches. Anyone can grab a book of matches. Now it's security camera. What are you doing over there? Make everyone uptight with their false flags, with their "you could die today on an airplane," because we faked because we did false flag 9/11, and we're going to tell you that you could die today on an airplane. And so they erode freedom. They make people scared. They thoroughly removed, in my mind, the tagline, "Home of the Brave." I mean, it's brave to go to false flag war. Like, I mean, I'm not joking. Like, those kids believed every word they were told. I'm sure every army's probably got a few psychopaths, but 90% of them were, we got to defend America, patriotism. These are our people. So they were brave. They're not strategic geniuses to know that they were completely safe, or 90% safe, or way safer than any trench warfare, World War II warfare, or Vietnam warfare. They were sure they were risking their lives thoroughly. So it was brave, but I see it both ways. Remember when everybody gave Bill Maher shit for saying that the 9/11 terrorists weren't brave? Like, that's like, he's right. That's brave as shit if it was real, but it wasn't real. I mean, they really killed real people, but so all that goes on. I suppose I'm living proof. If you be a decent person, you can be a decent person. But they got their clever, whatever, witchy attacks, strategic child molestation to make me not look like a decent person. Whatever. That's where I go back to the book of Daniel. Like, oh, many will be greatly defiled. They're just greatly defiled people. Is that it? Is that what's going on? Gabriel, will you show up? I need help. I need help. But anyway, don't know what to do with any of it. False flag war, profiteer, Nazi bioterrorists, and before they came for me, like, I would have been, if they'd have gotten busted and they'd have never come for me, and I was sitting here with my best friend watching some replaced honest news talk about the old news, and they're on trial for bioterrorism and false flags, and I'd have been like, oh, they were taught wrong. It's not right that you're not supposed to hurt them. I'd have been the only person I know that spoke that way. I sometimes wonder if that's why they came for me. If they were pointing me out to their friends and being like, that's King David, our spiritual, psycho-spiritual monitor has told us. I have no idea how they know, but they couldn't have me sitting around saying the things I said. They couldn't have me being ultra-liberal, super Christian take on it. Well, you're supposed to forgive them. You're supposed to be looking for healing for them. Hyper Jewish love mercy. I don't know. Again, I don't know who's got it right. I don't know who God really is. I keep hoping he'd show up. I was so excited after they destroyed my life. I was like, oh, all this stuff, all the religious stuff's true. That's great. I just asked Jesus to show up. It's gonna be great. Jesus is gonna show up. 17 years of torture later. So I whine too much again. Not as bad as working in a child labor mine in Africa, mining batteries for cell phones. Not as bad as making sneakers for billionaires in a sweatshop. Not as bad as being a Mexican serf making Teespring t-shirts for a rich YouTuber. But that sometimes it gets me. It gets me. Sometimes the torture gets to me too much. I don't know. I remember life was amazing. Or I can tell you that I knew life was amazing. I don't honestly remember it anymore. Too deep in the torture. But all this goes on. Insane. My trouble is though, I'll say that, oh, you're supposed to be a good person. I'm like, okay, God, but where are you? But where are you anyway? I can't find you. I'll find you. So I can pretend like I'm tough, but when I go pray, I say, God, where are you? So all that goes on. Otherwise, lots of good people doing lots of good things, making life good. So the trouble is our leaders claim credit for it while destroying it, while exploiting it, while making it suck, while making people nihilistic, while making people apathetic, while making people angry, while agitating people all day on purpose with their psychological games, with their neurotoxin attacks, with their fake school shootings. Again, like simple proof, like a crime wave is like a hot summer, and muggings go up 20% and shootings go up 15%. That's a proper crime wave. What we got here in 2013, Congress repealed the ban against domestic propaganda in the Smith-Mundt Act. And then televised mass school shootings went up 50,000%. Not 15%, not 200%, not 1,000%, 50,000%. Yeah, that's my rough math. I could be off by a little bit, but not by an order of magnitude, I don't think. What are you gonna do? Who knows? Who knows? But I remember the real stuff. The stuff I knew out of the box. The stuff I knew from a kid. You're supposed to be good. You're supposed to be kind. You're supposed to be honest. You're supposed to be forgiving, merciful. I don't know the difference. It's too nuanced for me to figure out. But not supposed to hurt people, not supposed to start false flag wars, not supposed to fake news and lie to people all day. It's because it makes you rich and gives you lots of power and lots of pretty women and lots of not supposed to join secret cults, not supposed to take secret evil oaths, and not supposed to try and destroy lives. But that's what goes on.